right, 3 weeks ago I showed you guys my dragon fruit having flowers. Well, it looks like one of those will be opening tonight. Let's take a look here. Right? These are the first two that came out and I showed you guys last time. It's actually those two in the back, and this one is going to open tonight. So I'll come back here later tonight and pollinate them, and I'll see you then. All right, grab the ladder and try to get a more vertical view of this because this is like 6 feet or 7 feet in the air. Look at that. Definitely opening tonight. And that one's probably opening tomorrow. Just for comparison's sake, that's how big my hand is, and that's how big the flower is. So my dragon fruit here has mostly fully opened up. The bloom has opened up, and it's time to pollinate it. Now, I don't know what variety of dragon fruit this is, so I don't know if it's self-fertile. It's definitely not self-pollinating because the last time it did flower, it didn't generate fruit. So we'll see what happens. This should be a good time to pollinate it right now. So I got here a brush. It's a soft bristle brush, and I'm going to grab a bunch of the pollen here from the male parts, which are these parts in here in the flower. And hopefully there's a bunch of pollen, which I don't really see much of. And then there's the female part that I'm going to put onto. So let me see if I can grab some more pollen here. Let's see. It may not be sticking on. I might have to come back here tonight to do this again if this pollen is not coming off this brush, which appears to be the case. So it might still be too early. Either that or it has fallen into the bottom here. Yeah, there's no pollen right now. I do see some pollen on the petals though, so I should be able to get some of it. So I don't know if you noticed, but I don't see any pollen on this brush right now. So I might have to come back later. But that's the process. So we'll see in a little over a month what this becomes, or in a few days if it doesn't get pollinated. If you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. All right, so this is the morning after pollination. The flower is still completely open. I did come out here to pollinate it again in the middle of the night as well as way early in the morning. What I found was that there were pollen, but the pollen seems to be the same color as the brush, so it's really hard to tell, but I was able to actually tap some of the pollen out onto a pan and just pour it directly on, and that's what we see here. So hopefully it's successfully pollinated. We'll see in a few weeks what this becomes. That's it for now. Bye.